Your wife gets pregnant by another man by mistake. As a good husband, what do you do?
Kill them both. Put them straight in the ground. What do you mean?
You're not gonna allow her and just be like, babe, I know it was a mistake. I'll take you back. I love you.
That's the best man I can be. I just dig one grave. Put them both in it. That's
A
it.
double barrel thing.
That's it, bro. Just put them right next to each other and just get, shotty, both of them.
No, fair enough. I hear it still
That's it.
because
Execution, fam.
for her to get to that stage,
Yeah, nah.
you know what I mean? She's got to have to thought about that.
Possibly.
Go into the hotel or go into my man's house.
Yeah, nah.
And you guys are in a committed relationship.
No,
Probably
'cause
with
you know what it
kids
is?
and stuff.
Yeah, you know what it is, yeah? People will be like, oh, don't do nothing, life's too short, like, don't go to jail. But when you really think about it, let's say your family is the most precious thing to you. Your kids are safe. So under your kids is probably what? Your kids then your wife, or is it your wife then your kids?
Probably your wife and kids.
So either so,
Yeah.
she's the most precious thing on this planet to you, basically.
Yeah.
And next man took that, said that's mine, and then just fill her up. Nah, man, I'm gonna fill them both up with some lead. Alright, guys, you're locked, you're loaded, you're back. Your favourite pod of all time.
Welcome back, man.
You're with your boys, Reese.
The Quan.
Cool, we're back for episode
24.
24. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, like, pause the video, subscribe, drop a comment if you're a real bad boy.
Or bad gal.
True.
Yeah.
Equal rights,
Yeah,
equal pay,
That's what I'm saying.
equal community here. Cool. If you're on Spotify, leave a review because that's how it gets popping over there. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, like and comment and follow. Let's grow this thing. As soon as the biggest dude comes, the guests is going to be unlimited. So you might as well hurry up. And then keep tuning in. Say that, bro. How's your week?
It's calm, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to supermarket Sainsbury's,
Yeah.
and that man was just walking down the aisle, and then man just smelled bare BO, you know. Like my nose was just like, I can't even firm this. Like this is crazy. And like just to the corner of my eye, man saw this worker there, and like I was like, surely not. Like surely you can't walk out your house and you're smelling that bad. Man walks near the guy. Oh my days! I was like, nah. I was gonna want to spray some deodorant on the man or something because
I hate people like
them
that.
armpits, boom.
He's officially gone nose blind, bro. That's what it is. That's it, bro. His nose is gone.
I'm thinking like he looks like he's got a family. I'm thinking, how does your missus even let you leave the house smelling like that? You know what I mean? Like it was bad.
It's mad, but women are real troopers, though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They go through stuff.
Fair enough.
And they hug up and have to lie in bed and have to lie on a man's chest with his furry chest and his smelling like shit. Nah, I couldn't.
I couldn't, bro. I'm telling them.
Thank God that I'm a straight male because all I love is a nice, soft, clean, nice smelling woman.
Yeah, true.
I'm a nice piece of caramel, bro. That's all I want.
What about you? How's your week, bro?
Bro, my week was not too bad, you know. It was all right, but the bipolar weather's been moving mad.
I know, innit? It's coming up to what? Like summer now, innit?
Yeah, it's meant to be spring, and then the other day I saw some hailstones.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro, I locked all my windows.
And then the clock's gone forward as well.
Oh yeah, bro, I
So
lost
we
an hour
lose,
of sleep.
you know what I mean? But at least it's not going to get dark till like 7 p.m. now. So, you know what I mean? We can
guess that's
officially
good.
call it a little summer, little motives and stuff.
Yeah, we can do a little something.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start off with some hot takes. 2 mil, but you can only listen to one artist for the rest of your life. Would you do it, and who would it be?
For sure. And that's gonna be Bob Marley, man.
Bob Marley, for the rest of your life.
I need. Actually, yeah, you know who it would be? It's a combination between Bob Marley or like someone like Drake.
I can't lie to you. I was literally going to say to Drake.
Yeah.
Because like, he's very versatile, you know what I mean?
Only reason I said Bob Marley is just because if I'm going to listen to music, at least it's positive vibes my whole life, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I heard
like,
that.
If I pick somebody and I start digging into their catalogue and I start seeing depression music and why did I get cheated on and I was crying at home, then you know what I mean? It's going to mess up my mood, fam.
I heard that.
But Drake's a shout. For sure.
Yeah, you don't want to be listening to... I wouldn't even say someone like Summer Walker because, you know what I mean, that woman's about heartbreak.
Yeah, hell no, bro.
But like, she's got bangers, but it's like, I don't want to be listening to that for the rest of my life. Or,
Yeah, bro, and then the rest of them will have you contemplating the Thames Bridge all the time, fam. One bad day, like, or anything.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Say that.
Gotta go.
500k, but you can only sleep 5 hours a night for a year.
5 hours a night.
5 hours a night, bro. So
Oh, yeah, I'll
that
do
means
that.
means no naps, nothing throughout the whole day.
Yeah, I'll do that, bro. That's basically my life now.
Would you?
Like 5 hours a night, yeah.
Bro, I actually couldn't do it.
Bro, I'll do like 1 a.m. to like 6. Calm.
Bro, you sure?
Yeah,
My
bro.
eyes will be bleeding.
That's
Like cold.
That there's the ultimate productive routine when you think about it. You're up at 6 a.m. You can gym, you can do this, you go
Fair
to
enough.
work,
Yeah.
you do that, come back, eat food, then have some time to stay up after you've eaten your food, does it, and then it's bedtime at 1.
That's mad. I couldn't do it personally. I feel like I always need a little nap or something,
Or maybe I'll do like 12 to 5 or something. But I think 1 to 6 is calm.
yeah, 1 to 6 would be calm. You know what I mean? It's not too bad, but like I don't think I could do it still. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm definitely failing. I would definitely take a nap somehow.
I think for a tidy 500k, then I think I could probably do it.
Nah, I actually couldn't, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I would have to I would tire myself out on purpose. Like I might even put my gym session at the end of the day.
Oh, one
So
of them
I'm,
ones.
so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Like by the time I see one, straight to sleep. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't even trust myself, bro. Next thing you know, I jump in someone's car while I'm driving. I'm just gonna fall asleep. Okay, I got one more. 1 billion, but you can't make your girlfriend mad. So you can't get her pissed off one time. Any arguments, any disagreements, done. Straight. In the bin.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. I'm failing. That's going straight in the bin. I don't know how. You know, girls somehow find a way to argue with you out of nothing.
No, I think for $1 billion.
But you got to think as well. She'll be on her period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, when the moods go up and down and stuff like that. And like, as much as a man, you want to cater to her needs and rub up her belly and give her the hot water bottle. And you know what I mean? You know, she's never going to shout at you. And you know what I mean? You're going to get triggered.
Nah, I think for $1 billion, yeah, she's the captain now, bro. Are you mad? She's the boss.
She's the boss, yeah?
She's the boss. So that's it, bro. Like when we walk into rooms, I'm just gonna say, talk to her. She's the boss. They come to you about anything. They'll be like, "Oh, Reese, man, you free on Saturday? Talk to the boss."
But you know, sometimes, you know, some girls like the man to take control. So it's like, you're like, talk to the boss. And she's like, babe, like, I want you to take control. You know what I mean? And you're just
No,
like...
but you know what it is? I feel like, yeah, my theory, women just want the opposite of what they have.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, bro. Submissive girls like guys to take control. And girls who have always been like growing up, raising themselves and doing this and that, they want to be in control.
Yeah.
So if you got a girl that likes the guys to be in control, then yeah, impossible. You failed because you can't. How you gonna never argue with a girl for a whole year and she wants you to take control of everything? The only way you can do that is you got to be with your woman for so long and just know everything.
Yeah.
Picking her favorite food, like you have to know
Everything. You know what I mean?
Bro, they're so picky about such little stuff. It's even mad. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
bro. I don't know if you've seen this or if you've had girls like this, but have you had the everything on the plate must be separated?
Me, I'm the type like you can pile it on top.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like,
I'm
build
still
them out
digging into
in.
the same food.
Exactly. It's all gonna mix
Yeah.
same way. All gonna mix same way, bro.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like when they're on their period or their time of their month or they're in a little mood, any little triggers, you know what I mean? And then, you know.
Yeah. I wonder if you was rich, yeah, and your wife's like on her period.
Yeah.
Can you just make her life so easy that she almost forgets she's on it? So like,
That's a good question,
It starts triggering on my app. Okay, 3 days until period is due. Say nothing. Tickets to Hawaii or something.
Yeah.
Private chef there. I got the cooling pads. I got the heat pads. I got whatever we need. I got everything. I wonder if you would just have a smooth time or if there's still gonna be some shouting.
I feel like there will still be a little bit of shouting, but it won't be like mad. You know what I mean? Like,
It's minor.
yeah, it'll be stuff you can control,
Yeah.
but it's just like it's a tough situation.
I hear it. What did I have? I had so I saw a little interesting fact. So men, yeah, will talk to their friends about their stresses and their problems for 6 hours straight and have a productive conversation.
Yeah.
But studies show that men say if they talk to their partners about their stresses and their problem for longer than 6 minutes, it turns into an argument.
I heard that.
That's mad, Jenna.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. So literally, the man them are sitting there, listening to your problem, understanding your problem, helping you, coming up with solutions, and doing the whole thing all in 6 hours. Like, as in, bro, I'm not going home until we sort out your thing. So let's keep on getting drinks from the bar, or whatever. But Yeah, girl, the moment it gets past 6 minutes, so my boss, and I was meant to get a promotion, and I think John's gonna get it instead of me. By the time you get
Yeah.
to 7 minutes in,
So it's more or
arguments.
less like when you're in a relationship with someone and it's like you're piling your stresses and problems. Obviously, what will happen naturally is she'll bring in her stresses and problems, and then you'll be going around in circles, you know what I mean? So you're not really going to get your full answer. Whereas your friends are just there to help, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quick problems and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
True.
But I do hear it, I'm not going to lie to you. Because when you're talking to your friend and stuff, like, you're just trying to get down to the bottom of it and, like, see why you're stressed and, you know what I mean, and how to deal with it.
True.
Whereas with your gal, you're just like, something could trigger her or stuff like that, or you might not feel free to speak, you know what I mean, your mind to her. You just never know.
It's true. I know, I hear it. It is definitely true.
And you know what, bro? I was actually, back to the story about Sainsbury's. Man was walking around in Sainsbury's, and like I was looking for like deodorants and stuff like that, roll on, and then man came across period pads, bro, and I was like rotted. Like I was looking at the price, and I was just like, flipping hell,
What, skyrocketing?
skyrocketing, bro. And I'm just like, I feel so bad for women, like actually have to pay for things like that.
Well,
You know what I mean? It should be free. You know what I mean? Like if I was a billionaire, trust me, I'll buy bare. I just leave it in a store. Women can get their own things, you know what I mean? Because it's coming up to like, obviously, I like the branded stuff always. You know what I mean? Sometimes if she's heavy on it, you know what I mean? You get like the pants, the nappies, bro. You know what I mean? Something you don't want it to bleed through.
It's true. You get the super thick ones.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
And then there's like different shapes. Like you got the wings that tuck in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't get the as the brands or the Sainsbury's brands one, you know what I mean? That might just leak through and then it might come up on a leggings or something like that. And
It's true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do feel bad for them still.
They're paying
I'm just
for it.
like, don't worry, ladies. When I'm a millionaire, I've
See
got
them
you.
come.
I got you. You know what I mean?
Alright, hear this here about marriage. So, what do you think the biggest reason of divorces are?
Surely it's cheating, no?
Cheating.
Yeah, that's
Nah, bro. So imagine over 60% of marriages fell due to financial stress.
Financial?
Yeah, bro. So basically, if you started at one point and during the marriage you got broker, divorce.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
thinking like, if you're going through marriage, like you two are gonna grind together and, you know what I mean?
so you get fired or you quit your job or just change industries. You're like, at first you was a banker and you're like, nah, man, I want to be like an artist now. And you go from 80K to say 45.
Yeah.
In the long term, that's likely to cause a divorce.
Fairs. Some women want to stay at home.
Yeah.
So
look,
I hear it. I do hear it.
So
I do hear that.
This is a list of all stuff here that your marriage is likely to be able to come back from before you get to financial stress, right? So poor communication, loss of trust, growing apart,
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, growing apart's massive.
lack of emotional intelligence, constant conflicts, so like arguing all the time, every week.
That's,
A difference in life goals. So that's like maybe, say at the start you was career driven, and then you had a child, and then now you're like, oh my god, no, I need to see all my children's birthdays. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But now your ambition went down.
Yeah.
And your girl fell in love with an ambitious man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And now you're just a little
yeah.
waste man at home on like 21K.
Yeah.
That, and you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So I'm below, you're making £800 a month.
Yeah.
That gone. Lack of effort, toxic behavior.
Lack of effort is actually a big one, if I'm not gonna lie. Because some people get too comfortable in a relationship, and then that's what the problems start coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they start coming true.
Like, I know when you have a girl, you're meant to be comfortable, and you know what I mean. Like financially, you can discuss with her, but like once in a while, probably I got to treat her to some flowers. Take her out, surprise her, couple like a staycation. Or even if like a quick trip abroad or somewhere, you know what I mean? You got to keep it spicy and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Especially if you have the means to as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But like, you know what it is though? Don't get twisted. I think women of this generation, they get confused having the means and not doing it, and grinding to get the means to do it. So like, they will leave a guy who's broke, who's ambitious, who's trying to get to a point where he has money and he'll take care of you. But girls won't see that, and they'll just go to the guy who's got the bread, but now he
Already.
can use it
Yeah.
at like how he wants. So like, when you're arguing with me, saying that I'm cancelling your birthday trip.
Yeah.
Whereas they would have been better if they waited for the broke guy to grind, because he would have grind, seen that, right, you're loyal, you've been with me the whole time, you're a real one, and then now it's just got you for life.
Yeah,
But
one
girls are
thing I've
too
noticed
drawn.
growing up, I think everyone's like success comes at different times. Some man's success can come from 16,
Yeah.
20. Some man's can come, you know what I mean, late 30s, 40s. You never know.
Oh, yeah, man, it's true, the ballers.
Yeah, so I hear everyone wants to be with the rich people and whatnot, but
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? There's a grind to get there. And if your lady or your man's not supporting you on that journey, then
yeah, it's
you know
mental.
what I mean? I feel like you got to support each other and build a foundation and base. You know what I mean? If you're having kids and whatnot,
It's true.
you know what I mean? Grow that mentality up. Train your kids, bruv. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's a generational thing, because you got to think. You obviously have your wife and your partner, and then you're gonna have kids, and then your kids are gonna have kids. And you know what I mean? That's gonna be all built through you. So
That's a good point.
you know what I mean?
It's true. So what about so in life,
Yeah.
that's in that in marriage, your marriage would basically survive cheating. It's more likely to survive cheating than it would if somebody went broke. So like, that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I
whoever
would
the
say
breadwinner
opposite,
is.
but yeah.
Yeah, but it depends, because you're the breadwinner. So I feel like this survey, it feels more like it's done from a woman's point of view. Because for
Okay.
me, I would say cheating too.
Yeah.
But that's because in my household, I feel like I'm the breadwinner.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the bread in.
Yeah,
So all I expect in order for you to stay at home is just loyalty and respect and love. So for me, it would be cheating. But I think from the
guaranteed.
side of the person who is the other partner we're working.
Yeah.
So like, even if I'm a stay-at-home guy and then my girl makes all the bread,
Yeah.
then maybe in this case, if she cheated on me, I would be more likely to forgive her because she's paying for everything.
Yeah.
But in my case, because I'm paying for everything.
But that's what I'm saying is crazy, because I feel like everyone should get their own money. You know what I mean? Like, even if you have a man that's up, I feel like a girl or a man should still have their own money and
their own
still
account.
have their own interests and hobbies and things that they like to do on the side, because you don't want to lose yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you was born into this world without no one. Well,
true.
just your parents and stuff like that. But some people don't have their parents and whatnot, which I hear. But you know what I mean? You can't lose yourself. So
It's
I feel
true.
like my advice will definitely be have your own money.
Yeah, like,
Because you
don't
never
just
know.
rely on someone.
You see what I'm saying? Like, God forbid, but your partner might go, pass away, and there's nothing there anymore. Or you might break up and then you're left with nothing, and then you got to start from the bottom and build your way back up. Whereas
Yeah,
if you
it's a
kind of have your
whole-
own money already, you kind of don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, it's like a whole drama.
Yeah.
It's true, but I think, like, you know what it is? I think TikTok is having a big effect on this kind of stuff. And I think, like, to be a man who stays at home and all you do is rely on like someone else to bring the money in, I think it's hard for men, because that narrative isn't pushed on social media.
Yeah.
Right now, social media is, if you're a man, you need to be strong, you need to work, you need to be out on the road, you need
That's
to
what I'm
be
saying.
struggling, you need to be crawling. Don't come home until you got the paycheck, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, you see that, man, keep running until your foot is bleeding. Yeah, like literally, that's what it is, man.
Hey, I'm dead.
So obviously, and then for the girls, I think they see more, day in the life of my boyfriend taking me to Spain and Paris.
You know where this all comes from? This all comes from the older generation, where, you know what I mean, Africans, Caribbeans, well, mainly Africans, where the man will pay for everything and the woman will literally be at home and doing the things. And this is what is trying to put through the generations and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean? It's a tough situation, bro.
Yeah, but how come they don't do that in the Caribbean? Must have mainly Africans.
No, I'll be honest, it's mainly Africans, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What, the
Caribbeans are
Caribbean?
stingy. Caribbean men are stingy. Stingy.
Don't pay for nothing, but just the rent.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, that's hilarious. Well, I guess it's true. So I don't know. I think it's just like weighing it all up, innit? Like, I don't know. I think back in the day, they used to have the man would work and the woman stays at home, cooks, cleans, raises the kids. Because I think that it keeps your household together. Because the guy can't be expected to make all the bread, but then also be expected to be at like all of the parents' evenings and stuff. There has to be a balance. Or both of you are going to have to do it.
But that's what I'm trying to say, there's sacrifices, because there's loads of ways to make money nowadays. And I feel like, well, as parents, you definitely want to be more present for your children. instead of being at work all the time. So it's like you gotta choose to kind of have that balance where you're not working so much, so you're spending more time with the kids. So that's where the woman kind of has to kind of like chip in. If you don't have like a mad job or something that pays very good, that's when the woman kind of chips in. So it's like you're both doing 50-50, but you get to spend overall more time with the children.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not always where's mommy or where's daddy or daddy's at work,
innit?
or, you know what I mean? It's like, you guys are both there to go to like parents' evening and take your children away and spend time with them. You know what I mean?
It's true. I do hear what you mean though. So,
'Cause-
yeah. It definitely has to have a balance. I just think it's hard because social media pushes different narratives in it.
Yeah. I was just coming on to my next segment, life. So I saw this on the net. It was saying some of the basics. So like tin soup, breakfast bars, chocolate bars, like the prices from 2024 to 2026. So chocolate bars nowadays cost on average £1.75 now, and that's a 29.63% increase from £1.35 in 2024.
Yeah, that's mad.
So you can kind of see like how the prices are going up, but people's wages are kind of staying the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if you think about it now, the average, the national living wage right now, obviously because it's April, it goes up. It'll be £13.45.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously that's only if you're 21 and over. If you're 18 to 20, it's £10.85. If you're 16 to 17, it's £8.
Yeah.
And if you're doing any apprenticeship, it's the same thing.
It's mad. But like, you know what it is though, yeah? This is where the school system fails you. Because the school system fails you because, like, I promise you now, in school, I was there busting jokes and just wasn't really interested in doing my thing, right? But I promise you now, if someone tells me, Reese, cool, I hear it. Like, you don't care about science. Because, like, what's science? Like, you're not going to use science, right? Unless you go into a field where you need science. But the moment they tell me, Reese, if you don't listen in this class, you're only going to get paid £10 an hour. My whole head will have broken straight to the screen.
Yeah.
Because £10 an hour, okay, cool, let's say you're over 21. £13 an hour is insane. Like, it's bread, but, like, you can't do anything here.
It's true.
Like, you're gonna get £1,800 is the full-time wage that most people get when they're in, like, those jobs where you're on £13.
Plus, you're doing something you don't enjoy.
Even.
And you're there 5-6 days a week.
Yeah, bro, and the saddest part about it is someone has to do that job.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
just don't want it to be you. And they should like give you the heads up so you know. Instead of it being like, because like the way it is now is people who are more naturally smart, who education more naturally comes to them, and maybe they don't have other things that's holding them back. They're the ones who are just going to make all the bread. But it's almost like they're accidentally falling into money. Because obviously I get there's the hard work side of it, but at the same time it's like they don't need extra motivation. But you know, people are different. Like, so you got to motivate people. You got to teach them finances, let them know good jobs, all of that, which they don't do that in school. So the curriculum needs changing.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. What means more to you in a friendship? Loyalty, respect, money, or mindset?
Respect, for sure.
I hear that.
100% respect.
Always tops. I feel like money, I do hear it. Like, it's not a priority in life, but it's, you know what I mean? I would prefer respect. And then mindset, you know, everyone can have the right mindset, but you don't have, you know what I mean? You're not executing it.
Mine is respect, because I think if I have respect, then in all layers it does good for me, because even if we're disagreeing on something and we're never going to agree, we've got respect for each other that we can agree to disagree.
You see what I'm saying?
So that's all I need, bro.
That's what makes good friends, man. I'm telling you.
All I need is that respect, bro. And then it's even like when you have a girl and then someone moves them on the road.
Yeah.
If they got respect for you, they don't care about how a stranger feels. Like, some girls are like, oh yeah, I gave him my number on my things, but I'm not planning, like, I'm gonna block him because, like, I don't want to let people down. Like, I don't feel like, no, just go deaf.
Yeah.
Keep walking, like, you know what I mean? I don't need all of that. I gave him my snap, but if he adds me, I'm gonna block. Why did you do it in the first place?
Yeah.
That's dead, man. I can't have all of those girls that's bro, they're playing too much chess. They're like you know what they're doing? They're like collecting the snaps of the people they'll chat to and putting it in reserve.
The archive.
Just in case, yeah. And when your thing blows up, it's, Big Dave. Yeah, nah. Dead that, man.
Okay. What's the most money you spent on a girl?
Most money you spent on a girl?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that? Man said most money you spent on a girl. Rotted, bro.
Yeah, so it could be like a gift or...
Yeah, bro, that's probably... What? That's probably a solid... Yeah, but that's a solid 4 figures, bro. Max. No, but I'm thinking of like over a period of time, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's
not
not
in a day.
for like one time. Just one day.
Nah, 1 day?
Yeah, 1 day.
Okay. Then, yeah, it's probably 3 figures, bro, then. 1 day. 1 day, yeah.
Yeah.
Spending more than that in 1 day.
Give me a number, bro. Give me a number.
How much? Okay.
On average, yeah.
On average?
Yeah,
Nah, bro, I don't do this on average, bro. This is only a special, like, you understand? Man said on average, like my bank account, suffering. Nah. I'd probably say about £400.
£400.
That's the ceiling. Anything above that, that's not me, that's fraud.
I said it's not me, it's fraud.
That's not me, bro, that's fraud, bro. Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, I'll probably say about 900.
The man said 900 Great British pound sterling in 1 day.
in one day.
That's what I'm saying. The pom is tired. And
But
lies.
like, it was a nice day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just like one thing. So like, I had to do like activities, and then ended up at a hotel, and you know what I mean, gifts and stuff was involved and whatnot.
Oh, the whole shebang.
Yeah, the whole bang.
Whole bund.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, you leave there
It
sometimes.
was for a lucky woman, innit? Man don't really do that. You know what I mean? I'm not really on the spending thing.
Nothing, bro. And I bet you still didn't get no pom pom.
Hey. No comment on that.
We all know what no comment means. That means, bro, you left there rocked. Rocked.
What do you think's better, weekly pay or monthly pay?
Monthly, always, bro.
Always. I can't lie to you. Back in the day,
Weekly, they start taxing me more.
it feels like that, innit?
Yeah, money's vanishing. I'm trying to calculate. It's not, the maths ain't adding up.
It's not adding up.
Yeah, they got me constantly calling the tax man home.
Yeah, I used to work at Nando's back in the day, yeah. Weekly pay thing. My God.
Yeah.
You know, every time, you know when you miss a shift and it's just like,
It's gone.
calm. Yeah. You're like, maybe I'll do a bit of overtime to make up for it. There's no overtime making up for that. The cut-off point's like every Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you feel like you just get taxed all the time.
True.
Jarring. But yeah, definitely a monthly thing.
Yeah, monthly is £1,000 now.
Do you think it's okay for men to wax?
No.
It's not.
Nah. Because why are you acting for, bro?
Well, can't lie. I've definitely waxed before.
Yeah, nah. Impossible.
I've done the little armpits and the legs because my legs are like bushes.
Maximum, I feel like if you're going to do like a little shoot, yeah, then you can do like hair removal.
Oh, the hair removal cream thing.
Yeah, bro. Just teabag the whole bottle. Soak everything in there, bro. Yeah, bro. That's
The last time I done that, there was like a
worth it.
little burning sensation. I don't like that burning sensation.
Just
That
tingling.
Yeah. That tingling
Tingling.
feels mad.
No, but
Feels
like,
like I'm
you know
putting
what's
like
scary
Esco in
though?
my hair or something.
Yeah. No, but you know what's scary though? I always see them man say, get the what's that thing called? The landscaper 3000 or whatever.
Oh, the manscaped thing.
Yeah, and I just always think, I don't know if I could do that, you know. I feel like I'd be shaking, bro.
I can't lie
Just
to
like
you.
holding
I got
it
a
on your
story
boob.
of that. Bro, I cut my ball bags once.
See what I'm saying? Nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that. Man can't put no knife next to the Bible. No way. No way, bro.
Bro, I swear down, yeah. I got these clippers. And I was thinking, yeah, it's a bit hairy down there, innit? So let me get shaving.
Yeah.
So man done the shaving. And I'm wearing glasses. I'm a bit blind.
Yeah.
Man just went, I was like, ah! You know what I mean? I thought I wouldn't have no kids,
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
Like,
Nah.
not in the bucket.
Yeah, bro. I
Can't
couldn't.
like, that was stinging for a good month, boy.
Oh yeah. Every time I see the ads and they're using like a balloon, and I'm like, brother, my thing ain't no balloon, you know. And my thing with this pop, I'll be crying. Nah. Stop it, man. Stop it, bro. That's what I was saying. I'd rather use the hair removal thing and then read the packet, and like, you know, if the packet says like 4 minutes,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
just
yeah.
only leave it for 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then
yeah,
get the
yeah.
extra sensitive one. then maybe I could run that. But like the thing, no. Sorry, I can't do that.
Nah, I'm
2
dead.
cent, way too sensy down there.
Yeah, nah, I hear that still. Never again.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again.
Bro, do you see the stuff? All the girls are calling the guys soft that went to see Gunner on the run.
Oh yeah, because they paid
apparently
£50.
it cost £50 to just run with him.
I said in my head, I actually don't see an issue with it. They spent £50 nowadays is nothing. You know what I mean? They got some Nando's, they got a medal, they went to do some content. Because I know majority is people's TikToks nowadays and stuff like that, and they're probably getting some decent views and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't see the issue with it.
Yeah, no, man, I saw bare girls.
But it was kind of funny. I saw the funny side to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bare girls drilling them. I even saw one girl, she went to a yardie uncle and said, would you have, back in the day when you was young,
Oh yeah, would you banter?
would you went? And he said, nope, way. You know, for certain reasons, you know, yardie man don't like to go next to man.
Yeah. But
yeah, there are people of women.
I do hear it. Was like, I was just looking at the fun side to it, like networking.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more like a social media type event.
Plus,
thing.
as well, if you're an actual fan, it is one in the
Yeah,
life
100%. You know what I mean? Like he was probably there. People won some bust down chains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's worth it if you're a fan, for sure.
Yeah. Or like if you're in the running community and you actually like enjoy running, because like when you go into like London Marathon and stuff like that, you're paying for that. These are not free events. You got to pay for that. So especially when you're doing like obviously 5K is not long. It's probably about half an hour, but once in a lifetime type thing.
Yeah, why not? And plus, like, you don't know what they were talking about off camera and stuff. So it could definitely.
And I saw a thing on TikTok as well. People saying they'll pay £50 or £50 to run with Gunnar or £100 to go to his concert, but not take their kids to the park.
Yeah, that's mad.
I was like, rah.
Yeah,
I was come on, like priorities. You know what I mean? You gotta spend more time with your kids and take them to the park and let them run around and stuff.
It's true, bro. They're shooting below the belt on that one.
You see what I'm saying?
It is mad for sure, fam.
Yeah, I was just like, that's a low blow. I'm not gonna lie. The man, them gotta step up. You gotta be with your kids, and you know what I mean.
It's true. It's so true. But life is mad, though. Even to think, yeah. If you go research some stats, yeah, the amount of people that have kids that was planned compared to the amount of people that has kids by accident, the numbers are probably crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
The amount of people that's probably had kids unplanned is probably like 70%.
Oh, easily.
Yeah,
easily.
So you can imagine how.
But the maddest thing is that both sides knew what could happen. Especially like as a man, if you're doing that with a girl, doing a deed and whatnot, she falls pregnant and she keeps it. You can't really tell her.
Yeah, but
get rid of it. You know, it's her body and whatnot.
But sometimes you know what it is though. Yeah, you know what can happen and you know you shouldn't, but there's a little voice in your head that says, "Nice, don't stop. It's nice. Leave it in. Leave it in." Brother, I'm telling you, sometimes we hear that voice. Bloody yeah, you got to fight him. You know, just in there. Leave it in. Leave it in. Ah, you gotta leave mad. You gotta leave mad, bro.
No, I heard that. But that's what you have to strap up and.
Nah, man. I think me, I'm careful, but I feel like I'm just that kind of person. Like, you know, you got kids, you have to just lock in.
Yeah, 100%.
No matter what your scenario is or your situation or whatever.
Be present.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You gotta go straight in. Even if you're broke, it's like I would rather be in a hostel and give all the rest of my bread to the kids, even if it's just going on toys.
What? You know what I mean? And like
sure.
little things like taking your kid to the park is free.
It's true.
You know what I mean? It's just spending time with the kid. It's not like you have to take them to Fort Park or like some mad places. Like obviously it'd be nice, but you don't even need to take them mad places. There's free stuff to do in the UK.
Literally, bro. Tesco, Milldale, Park, Museum.
You saw what I'm saying?
Bro, it's London as well, bro. It's like it's not like we're out in the bush. We've got so much stuff to do, so much free stuff everywhere.
Or even if you was outside of London, just a ball or something, and let them kick and run around and whatnot. You know what I mean? They'll get tired and go sleep.
This is a good point, bro.
You know what I mean? But with that,
that's a wrap on episode 24.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week, man.
See you next week.
Peace.